Well, hey everyone, welcome to Adobe Live and welcome to Creative Mad Libs. Happy Friday. I hope you all have had a great week and an almost weekend time. As you can tell, I am alone today. Val is on a very important mission in a galaxy far, far away, so you are stuck with me today. Hello, General Kenobi. You should probably be joining Val on her mission, honestly. She probably needs your help. But while we are here, I just wanted to let you guys know what Creative Mad Libs is if you've never watched it before. Basically, me and my co-host typically will take um, or sorry, I'm sorry. We'll give you polls for different options, and it will kind of like inform what our different illustrations are going to end up looking like. Today, we were going to do a Valentine's Day themed one, but before I show you guys that, I wanted to pop on over to Photoshop and kind of give you just like a little bit of an overview of what our last stream was. So we kind of ended up with this goofy little character. It was a lemon themed character that had big glasses and I forget, and it had a hat. Or no, I forget what it was. But I didn't end up finishing coloring mine. It kind of got away from me this week. But I do hope to finish this one because I was actually really happy with how it was turning out. I'm liking the color palette's a little bit different for me, so yeah, I'm hoping to get back to this one. But in the meantime, as you guys can see on the screen, that direction. Today our prompts are the ultimate Valentine's Day date. Will bring chocolates or roses. Will wear a tux or a Hawaiian shirt and we'll take you out to eat pizza or a fancy schmancy dinner. So we're gonna put that poll up, the first poll up over on our YouTube, Adobe Live YouTube channel. CJ will drop the link for you guys in the Behance chat if you guys want to vote on that one. And I am just gonna go ahead and start warming up and start sketching and stuff. I hope you guys again are having a lovely Friday so far. Today's probably gonna be a little bit more chill than we normally have it. Hey Oliver, Carol, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Carol says I'm here for the chocolate. Okay, you guys. Yeah, that the first poll is up right now, so I am just gonna go ahead while we wait for responses for that. I am just gonna go ahead and start just kind of like doing maybe just like some warm-ups, like I said. Like maybe we can just kind of like start kind of maybe making some little Valentine's Day kind of like iconography a little bit, just kind of like giving that my old hands some warm-ups. Maybe we got like a little thing of chocolates, like a little heart container of chocolates or something, you know. Just draw some lines, parallel lines, some little hash marks, warming up these hands. Shazad, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hey, RB, welcome. Hey, Sean. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Oh my gosh, we're 50-50 right now, you guys. We need another vote. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alejandro, good to see you guys over on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. And I also wanted to mention that I am going to be drawing chat in this illustration as well. So that's you, chat. You're going to be in this one. You're famous. That's you. Right here. It's you. Come to the dark chocolate side. Chocolate roses it is then. Okay, we got another vote and it is roses. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and start drawing in the sketch. So basically, either way we go with this, it's going to end up being, in my mind, I was picturing kind of like a little restaurant scene. So we're going to be drawing a table. I think I'm going to do that first. And then the different polls throughout the stream are going to kind of inform what's on the table and also what's on our character. So we can go ahead and get the next poll going. And we can go ahead. I think I'm going to start. Let's make sure we make a new layer. Don't draw on your background, friends. Okay, so I'm going to turn on a little bit of smoothing just because my hands are a little jittery this morning. I don't know why. But I am going to draw just like a little table. And I think I'm going to give it like a little, what is it called? Tablecloth. That's the word. Tablecloth. Wow, it's really early. And depending on what we choose for dinner, I will change what the tablecloth looks like, I think. And also kind of like thinking on like what the pedestal of this little table might look like, depending on the type of restaurant we're at. That might change as well. Luau, yeah. Hawaiian shirt. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should, yeah. So, okay. So we are, so our, so far, our date, perfect, the ultimate Valentine's Day date, you guys, the ultimate. You need to bring this prompt to your significant other after the stream and be like, hey, this is the ultimate date experience for me. So we have some roses on the table here. I'm gonna be drawing in these guys, these little roses, because they are gorgeous from our lovely date. Our lovely date brought them for us. So I'm going to draw in. Oops. Ah, Photoshop is yelling at me. Ah, what's happening? Photoshop, why? Carol says, where's Val? Did she get caught in the space continuum? Probably. I don't know. Like I said earlier, she's on a mission in a galaxy far, far away. So it's possible. I haven't had an update from her. So I am going to make sure we have a lovely, lovely large bundle of roses, right? Need to have all the roses. The thing about drawing a bouquet is like whenever I approach a bouquet, sometimes I end up drawing way more stems than I actually need. Because a lot of the time, as you guys can see here, I started with stems and I ended up erasing a lot of them too, because most of the time it's actually just because they end up overlapping a lot. So the buds are really like the main attraction, and that's kind of what you want to focus on when you're drawing a bouquet. But sometimes for me, I don't know about anyone else, but sometimes for me, it kind of like gets away from me. I really struggle with that with drawing bouquets sometimes. I kind of forget about the overlapping of the flowers. I have a weird thing where I have a hard time overlapping things. Okay. Here's our little bouquet. Bouquet, okay. We're gonna do it like that. Something like that, right? I'm very curious to know what Val would have done for this prompt. Our poll is tied. We need more. We're tied again? Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have ended it. It was at a Hawaiian shirt earlier. I don't know. I guess we'll go until I finish these roses here. Which will be in just a minute. There we go. Okay, here's our roses, our lovely, lovely bunch of roses. Beautiful. Okay. It went to Hawaiian shirt, then back to Tide. Okay, let's go ahead and just do Hawaiian shirt. Did I just say Hawaiian shirt? Hawaiian shirt. Let's go. Okay. So chat, here's you. Here's you, chat. Here's you on your date. It's fun. And now we have to draw our date. I might just, since you guys know, my default is like a little bear character, and just because I draw them the fastest, I've drawn so many bear heads, I just have like a muscle memory for drawing them, so I'm just gonna draw them the fastest. Here's our little bear. Wow, those eyes are very low. Let's try that again. He looks sad. We can't be sad on our date. This is Valentine's Day dates, you guys. Just give him a little cheek. Go like that. And then, oh yeah, we were gonna do a Hawaiian shirt. Okay, so we need to draw him sitting in his little chair here. What, also, impromptu prompt. What should be on his Hawaiian shirt? What kind of pattern should be on the Hawaiian shirt? You can just put suggestions in chat if you prefer. Bow ties. Bow ties on the that makes it fancy, right? Bow ties on the Hawaiian shirt. Traditional hibiscus blobs. Flowers, hearts, obviously. A Valentine's Day themed Hawaiian shirt. Is that what we're doing? Bow ties and hearts. Bow ties, hearts, and roses. He just went into his closet this morning. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is my date shirt. This is it, guys. This is what's gonna work." Ah, my tablet buttons have decided to not work. Oh my goodness, why? Why? I'm gonna have to use my keys. Okay, it looks like pizza's winning too. So we have our roses, our pizza, and our Hawaiian shirt. Okay, this honestly sounds like a really fun date. I like this. This is great. Okay, so let's put some little hearts and bow ties. And let's see. Put hearts and bow ties. What was there something else? I'll put like a little rose, maybe. We can put like a little rosebud on his shirt. And he's got, yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect, you guys. This is it. This is the ultimate Valentine's Day shirt. I'm liking it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to put on his legs. I don't know what kind, like cargo shorts? Like, are we... That's the ultimate pairing, right? Is that we have to have the little cargo shorts with the Hawaiian shirt, right? And some New Balances. Somebody mentioned Wade. Hi, Wade. How are you doing? We are currently drawing the ultimate Valentine's Day date. He wears a Hawaiian shirt. He brings roses, and he takes you to pizza for dinner. That is our conclusion. That is the ultimate Valentine's Day date. So we gotta have the little cargo short pockets. We're gonna come in hot with them cargo shorts. They usually have like those little like lines in the pockets right there. And we're gonna add some seams. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is looking good. Perfect. Pleated pockets for maximum storage. Indeed. Indeed. This pant leg is longer than this pant leg. We can't have that. We need to have classy cargo shorts. We can't be looking bad on our date. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna give him just like a little just a very sketchy chair. Not sketchy as in bad, but like sketchy as in I'm sketching it really fast. There we go. Oh, and chat, you need a chair too. Here's you on your date. You need a little chair. There's your little chair. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm liking this. Sean says, I ironed my cargo shorts before the date. Class. Indeed. Yes. Yes. We need that. So since we're going to a pizzeria, I would say we definitely need a plaid tablecloth. That definitely needs to happen. So let's go ahead and just throw on like like the red and white check tablecloth. That is lovely. I love it. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh, another poll, you guys, just to put ideas into chat. What toppings should be on the pizza? We could have two pizzas. We could have two pizzas. If he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, he might want pineapple, to be honest. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but you guys could have your own pizza, and then our date could have his own pizza. And we also, I think, should come up with a name for our date too. What's his name? New poll over on YouTube. Is pineapple pizza acceptable? That just popped up. Both the answers are no. I like pineapple on pizza. I'm not doing that poll. I'm offended. Okay. I'm going to draw some little like pizza, like I'm gonna do it on a separate layer. Let's draw some little like pizza serving platters, because that's classy, right? Like they came out on almost like a little charcuterie board, but it's pizza. I don't know why my express keys have decided to just stop working. Hi, Jack. For those of you that are just coming in, once again, we are doing polls to figure out what is the ultimate Valentine's Day date. So far, we have he brings roses. He wears a Hawaiian shirt. Of course, our Hawaiian shirt is Valentine's Day themed. So we have hearts and bow ties and roses on our Hawaiian shirt. And he also takes you out to pizza for dinner. And there's you, chat. There's you, loving your date. Mozzarella for the extra ooze factor. Mmm. General Kenobi says classy is eating your chocolate bar with a fork and knife. Now that's a classy date. Okay. I am going to duplicate this guy here, and we're gonna do two pizzas. Actually, you know what I probably should do instead? I'm gonna go ahead and just draw the pizza right onto the platter here, and then we can alter the toppings on each pizza to fit our pizza needs. Work smarter, not harder on a date, friends. Just draw those pizzas. You only gotta draw it once. Okay. There's our pizza. Fantastic. Okay, what is this? Okay. Nine votes says, okay, pineapple, 9 votes. Most people say pineapple is acceptable on pizza. I agree. I agree. Okay, let's go ahead and erase this tablecloth because our pizza is not transparent. I would be very concerned if my pizza was transparent. Are there only 2 streams today? Yes, actually, I should have mentioned that before. Technically, today is actually an Adobe day off for Adobe employees. We wanted to stream today, however, so we got a couple of streams today. We got my stream right now, and then we also have File New with Ryan Selvey after this, and that is actually it for the day. So it is just like a super chill Friday, and we will let you guys go at lunch break, basically. Okay. Ah, yes. Uriel, I like your message and the fact that you said we're working on menus as we speak. That made me want to add some like lovely details to our pizzeria. I think I might add like a little menu board here and maybe some like some classy art, you know? And maybe also hanging light. We got like a little, wow, I just spelled menu wrong. Ooh, menu. Have a little light hanging down here. Very classy. Okay, okay, okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I think I am just going to give some, of course, you can't really tell what it is when it's not colored, but I'm going to give our Hawaiian shirt friend some pineapple pizza. I just am. And I'm also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece out like that. And I'm going to lasso it, and we are going to just like pull it out a little bit. So it kind of looks like it's separated from the rest of the pizza. Just to give a little bit more detail, you know? Bam. And then maybe we will do, I don't know, we'll do some different shapes on your guys' pizza. We'll keep it maybe it's a supreme pizza. It's got just everything on it. Got all kinds of different shapes. I love the medieval style where the table is 90 degrees to the viewer. It's so hard to find art like that these days. Are you referring to my perspective that I'm using here? Or are you guys talking about something else? Okay. So let's see here. I think, let's see, we're about halfway through the stream. Chat, let's see. What do you guys want to wear? I think I might, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll give you a little shirt. You know? Fancy. That's not how shirts work. I'm artiste. The funny thing is, guys, is I'm actually Italian. But I like pineapple on pizza. I love pizza. Your perspective, love, love, love it. Thank you so much. If you guys would like to find more of my work, you can find it on my Instagram at Codi Bear, Codibear. It's right above my head. I typically work in this kind of what I like to call like flat forced perspective a lot. And I've done quite a few different lessons on kind of flat forced perspective on Adobe Live before. I keep forgetting that my express keys aren't working here, and I keeps messing me up. But I think we are just about to the coloring phase. You know what I probably should do? I have a feeling that our date's anatomy is a little bit wonky right now, but maybe that makes him more unique and just a lovely date, you know? But I think I'm gonna flip my canvas just to be sure. It's not too bad. I think it is. I think it's pretty bad. Forget how to do this manually because I have an express key to do it. Image rotation. Here we go. Woo! Okay. Woo! Let's fix you up a little bit here, fella. He's a little wonky. What I like to do when I go in to fix my any like kind of anatomy inconsistencies, a lot of the time for me personally, I just have a tendency to skew my work one way or the other. So what I'll do is I'll just come in and lasso what I need fixed. And then I like to use the transform distort. And for me, of course, everyone's going to draw differently. So the way that you alter your work is going to be different. But I will just come up here and grab this corner and kind of just start shifting the corners around. And usually I can kind of like make it less wonky and kind of just like shift it back up to where it needs to be. A lot of the time I just need to pull one corner a lot to one side and it'll usually fix the skew. Of course, I need to come back and fix his leg again because it's very long now. So we'll just come in here and pull his leg back up. That's a little better. Sean says, no need to fix. The bear's dating a stick figure. Their expectations are messed up. Oh, don't talk about chat like that, Sean. That's rude. Okay. Image rotation, here we go. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. You. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just in case you didn't know. Okay. I think I might add in like a little, I've done like cafe scenes before, but I've never done like specifically a pizzeria scene. But I think, wow, what am I trying to attempt drawing a fork on stream right now? Okay. Whew. Looks like a little kid fork. There we go. That's a little better. Just gonna make sure I didn't draw a threek. I did not draw a threek. I drew a fork. Okay. So you got like silverware art on the wall, you know? I think let's see. Did I? I did. I lowered my opacity accidentally. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. I'd use those utensils. I always eat my pizza with a spoon. Exactly. Exactly. If you're not, you're doing it wrong. Okay. I think we're ready for color, you guys. Honestly, this is like the best artwork I've ever done. This is just so great. I think I might have to erase our little messages here just so we can get a nice size on our canvas. In all our pizzeria glory. Beautiful. Okay, for color, I don't know what texture I'm gonna go for color, honestly. I might just, oh, wrong layer. Let's make a new layer here. I might, that kind of looks like pasta sauce, honestly. That's funny. I might, pizza does not come sliced here in Germany. Knife and fork is needed and not in slices. I can't tell if you're being serious or not, Sean. Are you being serious? Let's see. What I got, oh, I like this. I like this texture right here. It's kind of like an opaque gouache texture. Let's see. What's this called? Gouache Supreme Opaque. Yes, it is indeed that. Okay, let's use that one. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna start with the tablecloth here. And when it comes to my coloring process, I typically like to color around my objects to kind of give the texture a little bit more of a traditional look. So like when the final piece is done, you can kind of see the directional change of the texture of the brushes going around different objects like you would if you were painting with real paint. I've actually never used this brush before, but I'm liking it. I had it in my favorites list probably because I wanted to try it at some point, and here we are. We're there. We're doing it. And since I'm starting with red, I'm just going to color the whole thing red so I can get a nice crisp shape. And then I will actually go over top of it on a separate layer and do the plaid or check coloring. And I'll show you guys how I would typically accomplish that. This is definitely marinara sauce color, and I didn't even mean to do that, but it's perfect. It's perfect for our pizzeria. I like that everyone in chat is talking about pizza. I just love that. Now I'm really hungry. I was just telling my husband right before I started stream, I was like, wow, I'm already hungry and I'm gonna be very hungry after this stream. Painting with this brush kind of feels almost like I'm painting with a marker. It's kind of different, but different in a good way. Let's see, where is this brush? This is from Kyle's paint box. So if you guys want to try out this brush, it's if you download Kyle's mega pack, all you have to do is have the brush in hand, right click, and then go up to the gear icon and then go down to get more brushes. And you can download his mega pack for free if you have a CC sub. You'll be able to find this brush in there. So speaking of painting with a marker, Kyle Webster told me that felt nibs for your Wacom pens can make it feel like you're painting with a marker. Have any of you in chat used felt nibs? I have never. I've only ever used the plastic like default ones that come with the Wacom. I've never. Does it come with felt nibs? I don't think it does. I could be wrong. I've never bought any separate nibs because honestly, I very rarely change out my nib. I think in the times that like the lifespans of my Wacoms, I usually change out my nib like twice. And I have my Wacoms for probably like 5 or 6 years. So my nibs, they do hard work. I never get through I have so many extra nibs because I've never used them. You have to purchase them separately. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm kind of curious to try something like that out. I typically like the harder nibs. It kind of feels a little off to me when I'm using softer nibs, but I'm kind of interested to just like try out a felt nibs. Oliver says, I didn't know you could get different types of nibs for them. I've seen some for Apple Pencil, but never bought any. Oh, Apple Pencil has different nibs too? I've only ever used the default one for the Apple Pencil. Just the one that it comes with. Now the table kind of looks like a mushroom. Just need to give it some spots and it'll look like mushroom. Okay. Wow, we said that at the same time, CJ. That's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to, you know what, actually, I'm thinking I probably should have done the tablecloth in a cream color instead, and that's okay. I can totally just go over it. What I would do when I want to change out a color of something is all you have to do is highlight the layer and then go up here to the lock, the word lock, and it's like a little checkerboard icon. Just press that, and now you can see there's a lock on there. What it does is it actually locks the transparency so you can paint within the shape that you already created and it won't go outside of the lines. And so I am just going to change my tablecloth. It saves the texture of the brush that you used and everything. So we don't have to worry about losing all that texture. What I am going to do, it might be kind of hard to see in the cream color now, but it's there. What we're going to do for the checker pattern, though, is we're going to make a new layer over top, and then we're going to hold down Alt. It's not working. My express keys aren't working, so I have to do it Alt Option. And we're going to move our mouse in between the two layers there. So we're going to create a clipping mask, and then we're going to click when we see the drop down arrow. And I'm going to actually grab a different texture. We're actually going to go for a watercolor texture. I like to do this for check patterns just because it makes it fast. I could hand draw it if I wanted to, if I really wanted to stick with the gouache texture, which also could look really pretty. I just have limited time right now on stream. But so if you guys are trying to make a check pattern really quickly, I really love the Natural Edge Painter brush by Kyle. It's also it's actually in his watercolor pack. So we're gonna grab that kind of marinara sauce color again. So the cool thing about this brush is actually, let me make a new layer. Cool thing about this brush is that it actually operates on multiply blending mode. So when you pick up your pen off the canvas and then put it back down, it actually layers over top of itself and it looks like the watercolor dried and you're layering it again. I think I might saturate this a little bit just because and lighten it just because it is on multiply, so it's a little bit darker than the actual color you choose. But what I'm going to do is on that clipping mask layer, I am going to hold down Shift and we are going to paint vertically some lines, just some stripes for now. We're going to kind of use the multiply blending mode to our advantage here. Just kind of eyeballing it right now. And then we're going to go straight across on the same layer. And again, we're going to hold down Shift so we can get some, actually, I'm going to center it a little bit. I'm just going to shift it around. That's the cool thing about clipping masks too, is that you can move things around within the shape. And then we are going to just hold down Shift again. And now you have an instant little check pattern because it layers on top of the other stripes. So it gives it a cute little texture really quick. Instead of having to draw like each individual square. Cool. Okay. So I think I'm also, what I'm going to do to add a little bit of dimension, because I use this flat perspective, I am actually going to take this cream color here. Once again, I keep forgetting my express keys aren't working. And because, once again, this brush is on multiply, since I'm using the same cream color, it's actually, let's see, I actually might need to, with the cream colors, you kind of have to darken it a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Let's make the blending mode of the layer. There we go, 2. Okay. So I went ahead and changed the blending mode of the layer to multiply as well. And I'm going to lower the opacity of the whole tablecloth overall. And then we're going to highlight this layer over top of everything once again. And we are, actually, I'm going to pull this down underneath the red for a second. And I am going to use this darker tan color to just darken the sides of the tablecloth, just to kind of give a little bit of color dimension. Even though there isn't necessarily dimension in the shape, we can still imply dimension through color. And then I'm going to do I'm going to lock the transparency on the red. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the red as well. So when we bring our opacity back up, you'll be able to see that the side of the table is now like a couple of shades darker than the top. And I might even actually, I might darken that red just a little bit more. Crow over on YouTube said, I love your artwork. Thank you so much. Could I ask what's the most undertaking project you've ever worked on? Maybe I would, maybe you mean like the most difficult project that I ever did. I would say probably, well, the biggest project I think that I would say that I've done is probably I just illustrated a book. Um, it's coming out this summer. I illustrated a Bible words book. If you guys want to check that out, it's I have a few posts about it on my Instagram. You can pre-order it right now. And that will actually be my very first book that I illustrated, so that's exciting. Um, let's see. I keep getting hung up about my buttons here. Here we go. So I'm just gonna use this this watercolor brush also to kind of just like add a little bit of a drop shadow on our table leg here. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, we're almost done with the stream. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we got our little table work looking classy, you know? I'm gonna grab some that red again. I typically like to use the same colors, just try to keep my color palette a little bit minimal, but I didn't actually keep any swatches of my colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to, what was it? It was the, yeah, Supreme Opaque. That was the one that we used for the table. So I am going to just start working on our little roses here. When I'm working with these textured brushes too, I typically like to work with a pretty small brush. Not too small, but small enough that it takes like a few strokes to kind of like get through the shape that I'm working on, just because the smaller the brush, the more texture is going to show. So I kind of like try to be intentional about allowing that texture to show through on the brushes. And also, you guys, since we are coming up on the end of the stream here in a little bit, I just wanted to remind you that File New with Ryan Selvey is going to be coming up next, so stick around for that. I am actually going to be moderating for that segment, so I'm just going to be ending this stream and popping right on over to that stream, and then those are the only two streams that would be doing for the day. But I'm looking forward to seeing all of the cool little tidbits and news happenings in the art world from Ryan over on our next stream. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of a warmer toned green, just because we're kind of working with a lot of warmer tones and I don't really want to pull in a cool tone that's going to be too cold feeling. Because pizza's warm, it makes your belly feel warm, you know? Pizza's nice and homely. Just kind of like thinking about like all the different colors of a pizzeria. Typically, like there's a lot of warm tones in a pizzeria. Whoa. Didn't mean to do that. Undo. I haven't saved. So Photoshop was like, wow, you need to save. And every once in a while, I just like to come over and kind of turn off the sketch just to kind of see what my illustration looks like without all of the pencil lines on, because it can be distracting to me because I want to see what my shapes look like without all of the distracting lines. Because I don't typically add in a lot of line work afterwards. So my shapes are usually the final look of my illustration. Oh, congrats. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it. Crow says, I hope we can see this completed on your Instagram. I saw your post on Instagram. Did you make an artwork in Adobe Express on your tablet? Not on Adobe Express, but if you have a tablet, you can, Adobe's drawing app is Adobe Fresco. So you can download Fresco on your iPad. For free, actually. The only thing that you would might want a CC sub for is if you want to download Kyle Webster's brushes. All of his brushes are free if you have a CC sub, but otherwise, Fresco is completely free to use. So if you have an iPad, yeah, go ahead and download Fresco. I love using Fresco. I use Fresco with Photoshop a lot of the time. I use both apps together, so I can do all of these kinds of drawings and illustrations on Fresco on my iPad and then come to my desktop like here, and the files are saved on the cloud, so it makes it really easy to go back and forth from the iPad to the computer. Okay. I guess that's about it, you guys. I guess our stream is just about done. Man, I was just about to start on the pizzas. Man, now I kind of want to see what this little table's gonna look like all finished up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I know it was like a little bit more chill than me and Val typically have, but I hope you had fun doing the polls with me today regardless. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Again, stick around for Ryan Selvey, File New up next. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye, guys.